Welcome back. Some people have no choice but to be out in the heat for work, and getting relief can be tough.
Yeah, and a law just went into effect this week banning local governments from requiring employees to provide heat exposure protection to outdoor workers. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger takes a look at that new law.
More than 200 workers died of heat-related illness last year. It's the leading cause of weather-related death for workers in the U.S. And under this new law, corporations can have their own rules and regulations about heat advisories and how they want to handle that illness. But cities and counties cannot. Florida has the highest population of temporary agricultural workers in the nation. We have the third highest number of construction workers in America. Lots of people here work outdoors. And
it was pretty unbearable yesterday.
It was warm.
But a new law that just kicked into effect July 1st could mean fewer regulations for people who work outside. HB 433 says cities and counties can no longer make their own rules when it comes to heat exposure requirements.
This law is so sad because it really puts at risk some of the most vulnerable workers that we have in our state.
Under the new law, standards to control whether an employee's heat or exposure to the sun could include things like mandatory water breaks, signage warning employees about heat exposure, and even appropriate first aid measures or emergency responses related to heat exposure. Local governments can't regulate that. They have to defer to state or federal law.
We've never been in favor of local government regulating us if you're already being regulated.
Representative Rick Roth co-authored the bill.
And I'm a little bit insulted that some government bureaucrat thinks they need to help me take care of my employees.
But not everyone is comfortable leaving things up to corporations.
Corporations do not care about us. When you quit, they hire someone right away.
Something else happened this week too, though. The Biden administration just proposed a new rule that would require employers to mitigate heat hazards. If it passes, it kicks in once the feels-like temperature hits 80 degrees. When the heat index reaches 90 degrees, employers would have to provide 15-minute paid rest periods every 2 hours. That federal rule would also give an acclimation period for workers who are not used to being in the heat. But again, whether that passes is still a big if. In Seminole County, Marie Ettinger, Fox 35 News.
Marie, thank you.